Hey guys, it's Kobe with Rural Bible Reviews, coming at you again this week with another Bible review. I'm actually only going to record this one intro video. I'm actually going on vacation next week, so I'm recording two videos today, but I'm only going to use the one intro video. So I'm going to show both Bibles here now, and then we'll get into the review of each one separately. The first one I'm going to review, both of these are New King James Bibles. They're both from Thomas Nelson. But the first one I'm going to review is the Verse Art Cover Collection. And it is this one right here. And if you're familiar with Paul's Leather Co., or now known as Scriptura, they team up with Scripture Type, and they put designs on the front of Bibles when they do a rebind. So this is kind of the same vein. The next one I'm going to review is a Bible that is similar to what I've reviewed before on the channel, and I'll leave a link to it down below. But if you'll remember, Thomas Nelson put out a Bible, I don't know, maybe a year or so ago, called Spurgeon and the Psalms, and it had a devotion before each psalm from Spurgeon. Well, this one is called Spurgeon and the Gospels. So I've got this one. I'm very excited to review it. I love these little additions. As many of you know, if you've ever noticed in my videos, I do have a Charles Spurgeon bobblehead on my desk. Even though I am a Presbyterian, Spurgeon is probably my favorite dead guy, if you will, or a theologian. So anyway, that's why, I love anything from Spurgeon. But anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to record two different videos. I'm going to release one tomorrow and then the other one next week, because I'll be traveling home next week. But anyway, so no, you're not crazy. You're going to see the same intro video for both of them. But like I said, to me, it's just easier to do it this way. So let's turn the camera around and we'll get started. All right, guys, and here is the Spurgeon, or Spurgeon and the Gospels. It's the Gospels with devotionals, or with devotions from Charles Spurgeon, and it is in the brown leather soft. Here is your ISBN where you can look that up, and it has devotional thoughts from Charles Spurgeon for each chapter of the Gospels. It is an exquisite edition of the Gospels in the trusted and familiar NKJV translation. It does have space provided to journal your own meditations, and it does have a clear and readable 9.5 point NKJV comfort print. And like I said, as you guys know, I love me some comfort print. Now, here is Spurgeon and the Gospels, and I also have here Spurgeon and the Psalms. I'm going to have these side by side here where you can see them. I love the little logos that they have on each one. But the Spurgeon and the Psalms, like I say, I'm going to leave a link where I reviewed this one already. But look how they match up. You got the matching ribbons, the matching cover, and then, like I say, you've got both of them have these symbols here. I love that the Psalms have the mountain and the sun and everything, and the Gospels have the cross and the crown of thorns. That's a nice touch. Shout out to Thomas Nelson for doing that. All right. And I really like the way this feels. It does have perimeter stitching. And here is your spine. It says Spurgeon and the Gospels, NKJV, and you got your Thomas Nelson logo. And then there is your ISBN. And you open it up, and it does have this paper liner, but look at this liner. It's so pretty. I got a fold down here. I had one in my last one too. Could be the ones from Amazon. I don't know. But again, it's fine. This is going to happen. I've got a Scholar Stridon sitting over there in the ESV that the front page is all crinkled up. That's the only one I've ever had that happen to, but it happens. I mean, so. But it does have your presentation page, and I love this color. And then you flip it over, and there you go, Spurgeon and the Gospels. All right, and it does have gold gilding. I did forget to mention that. So there you go. There's your gold gilding. It's got really good thick paper, which you need that for if you're going to, write in it and everything. This was printed in India instead of China. So that is different. All right. And then you got your preface to the New King James Version. And again, I love the blue. I love the blue. It really does help offset this. And I wish I knew what this GSM of this paper was, but it is really good paper. So here it is, Matthew. And then you've got your devotion right here. And then it is laid out in a verse by verse format. And then you've got Matthew 2. You've got a devotion there. And like I say, look at this. Look at all this space you've got. And right here at the end of Matthew 2, you can really, really write a lot there. But you've got plenty of room. Even on the inside there, you've got room there where you can just jot down all kinds of notes. This is just, I can't even begin to tell you what a wonderful resource this is. The Gospels and the Psalms in here, and I'll open it up and let you see. Here is that beautiful, beautiful blue ribbon. I love that. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip to the back here where you can see it. Right now on Amazon, and I might shoot out something on my Facebook page, so people might want to go ahead and buy it. But right now on Amazon, this is $16.98. So it's on sale. And I don't know if it'll stay on sale that way. But anyway, you get to the back and you've got a bibliography. You got an index by book and chapter. And then you got a few blank pages. And then you got a note regarding the typesetting. And then you've got that beautiful, beautiful paper liner. So there you go. What do you guys think? Is this something that would interest you? Do you have Spurgeon in the Psalms? If you don't, you should pick it up as well. Like I said, I think that these are both wonderful additions. And if you guys know me, you know how I feel about devotions. Like I love Be Thou My Vision that Crossway puts out. And then they've also got the O Come, Emmanuel, and O Sacred Head Now Wounded for the different, seasons and everything. You've got the one for Advent and Christmas, and then you got the one for Easter. So, and then Be Thou My Vision used, year round. But anyway, I love devotions like this, but this one I really like because look at the size of it. I mean, it's very thin. You could read through this very easily. This and the Psalms, you've got your Psalms, the way it's laid out is very similar, and like I say, I've done a review on it, so I'll leave a link for it down below. But what do you guys think? Do you like this? Sound off in the comments below. Let me know. If this is something that interests you, like I say, I'm going to have the link where you can buy it. My link tree is there. That way, if you want to follow me on the socials and everything, you can. And I really appreciate you guys. And until next time, grace and peace.